All right, Bernie Sanders. The messier his hair gets, the more powerful blank becomes. Bernie Sanders. The messier his hair gets, the more powerful blank becomes.
That's one of the two presidential ones I left in because it was just so funny. I want to see the answers. That's
After a certain age, like mine,
when you have no
when
hair.
you have no hair, do not let what you have grow long and fly around.
Why not?
Well, you've got hair, dude. I'm not even sure that's real. So good.
I hear that a lot.
Because it's good hair, man.
And I'm fortunate.
You are fortunate, man.
Listen, it cuts 10 years off my real age.
That's 21-year-old like you. All right. Bernie Sanders, the messier his hair gets, he switches to the metric system, business-related favors, conversion therapy, sharp Black Lives Matter. I'm thinking maybe we should do that wall question again. But if I have to pick one of these things, these are all terrible. So where was that last one?
So what's the question?
The question-
before the court.
The question is Bernie's hair.
Oh,
I'll just hand this off. David, why don't you just ask a question?
wait a minute. Somebody else pick the answer. If he doesn't, if he's not quick enough to pick an answer,
Bernie Sanders. The
We got the
messier his
question.
hair gets,
Pick
the
an
more
answer.
powerful blank becomes.
Oh.
Well, it's his hair. I'd say switch into the metric system. But
You guys, one of the
That's just an opinion.
one of the
I think it's
reasons for
funny.
this game is to get
It's
you
not-
out of the serious mode.
Oh my goodness.
It could be just
That's
funny.
right. I mean, I just thought that was
I
funny.
still
Listen
want
up,
to know
guys.
about your wall border
some of
policy.
those other ones are funny
What
too.
about the wall?
What about it?
Tell me what you think.
I think it's the stupidest goddamn thing we could be doing.
How about
It's
immigration?
a waste of money.
What do
We
you
ought to
think?
feed people instead.
What do you think about illegal immigration?
CHAP needs donations.
Mail bonding. Mail bonding.
Dorothy,
They're
where
just
you
having
at
their
on the
own
wall?
Where am I at on the wall? Well, if we give Trump the wall, and will he stop deporting people and taking children away from their parents? Because
No, El Chapo's
I'll give him
gonna
a
dig a
wall for
tunnel.
that. Let him start building his wall, and then in 2 years we'll just be like, oh, we ran out of funding. Sorry.
So Europe,
I'm of
Went-
the mind
went
that El Chapo's
right
going
wing.
to just dig tunnels.
Europe went right wing.
Or put
The Italians, parties that have never been right wing before, have switched over to right wing. They're 70 to 90% right wing. You can go all across Europe and see what's happening with illegal immigration and what it's doing to the equivalent of us there.
Didn't you say you're an attorney? There's no such thing as illegal immigration. There's immigrants without documentation. That's a different story.
Okay,
And what they have
so
in Europe is a refugee crisis.
yeah, so if
It's not
we need to look at that same situation here, and if the Democratic Party takes the wrong side of this issue, which some percentage of them is, the same thing's going to happen here that happened over in Europe. So if the Democratic Party is to get back in control, then we need to have an answer to satisfy people's. They're really uncomfortable with losing their culture. They're uncomfortable with losing their jobs economically, and and border security is a huge portion of people's comfort.
It's not actually that big.
So that's what Trump is.
Yeah.
That's Trump's answer.
That's how he got elected.
And you're agreeing with that.
I'm agreeing that if the Democratic Party wants to be 51%, then we better recognize that about 60 or 65% of our population feel the same way.
I actually don't think that's true. If we poll the population, I mean, I don't know about like actual border stuff, but I know that like Clean Dream Act, like 80% of the population would like us to give
Explain what that is,
citizenship.
Clean Dream.
So the DREAM or the DACA recipients, those are the children who were brought here to the United States, who have grown up here, gone to school here. They don't know anywhere else but America. Giving them a path to citizenship is
That's low hanging fruit, because I'd say 85% of the population agrees with that.
Yeah.
At the same time, they want a wall for
I
that.
don't know if they want a wall.
Yeah, they want
mean-
border security. I think the wall is,
But that's, I mean,
is imagery.
they're under this misconception that we have some sort of huge issue with immigration at our border.
There was 50,000 arrests last month. That's a pretty big issue.
Well,
They are
that's a-
going after asylum seekers, which is different.
Well, and that's
Time,
also,
time, and I just would like to say, P.S., fear sells, you know, so that message is resonating, you know,
Around the world.
around the world.
Around the world.
And it's the
We're not
economy.
different
In
people.
my opinion, it's the
Because we
economy
are
and,
immigrants. We're from those places in the world.
Yeah.
We inherited the same fears. The Democratic Party needs to get back on top here. We were on top. We had the majority of the vote.